Okay, we're back to recording. And I just got a phone call from a number that I don't really recognize.
Hi, this is Julie with Reward Redemption. We called you because you recently visited one of our affiliate websites, and in appreciation, we have a rebate card for you, redeemable at popular stores and many more. Press 1 now to receive your rebate card, or press 2 if you'd like to be placed on our Do Not Call list.
Yeah, let's hit 2, guys.
Thank you for calling.
I don't even know what the fuck that was. I thought that was my boss. But I have his phone number, that's why I was confused. And my girlfriend is lifeguard. She's on chair now. There's a bug inside of my helmet. Go away. Now it's on my hand. Go away again. Yeah, we're dorks. We use emojis. That's why I love her. Alright. So, that last filming session recorded 28 minutes. I think the battery died. I seriously have no idea if that was the case or not. If I'm being completely honest. Because I turned it on. Apparently it gives you the percentage of card fullness, not the battery percentage. Because when I first turned it on and put the battery in, it was at 2 bars, but it was like 89%. And I was like, that's really weird. You lose 1 bar for 10% of the battery, so I didn't really question it. But when I turned it on, there was only 1 battery bar. So I'm assuming that the battery died. I'll go ahead and review it. Also, I played some of it back, played some video back, and I moved the mic to behind my cheek pad because there was definitely some crackle from my voice as I was going, and especially when the speed picked up a little bit, it got pretty noisy with the wind. So I tucked it behind the cheek pad completely. So hopefully that takes all that away. I don't even know if I can salvage anything from that first video. So if I can't, hey, this is me. My name's Wes. I don't have a cool motovlogger name yet. And this is me on my Kawasaki Ninja 2009. It's a 250R. It's pretty. I'm not the original owner. I've only had it for 2 weeks. And this is clearly not my house. Maybe I can use the beginning of that first video. What are we doing on? Well, yeah, I've only been riding for 2 weeks, so if anything catches on here, you can bear with me through my learning struggle of riding a motorcycle. Basketball courts here. As you can see, they are just in use. That is where all the youths hang out. Kind of blows that there was so much noise in that first video, because I was having fun. I like talking to the camera. I was enjoying myself. Some funny things happened. So I guess we'll just go right on for another half hour, see if anything else funny happens. Alright. It's completely behind the cheek pad now, so I really hope that there's no wind noise, because I wouldn't understand how wind would be getting to it. Really only be able to hear my voice. That's what I'm trying to accomplish here. At some point, I guess I gotta get one of those Senas, those Bluetooth guys that like pair with everything, and they have those mics that just sound like freaking luxury. It sounds like someone like recorded the audio later whenever they're using one of those. Like, that's just how clean it is. It doesn't even look like it was the same, the audio from that video. At least in my opinion, I don't know. It almost sounds weird. Like, it sounds too crisp. It sounds like someone was in a box and they were just recording the audio and then they went and rode around on a motorcycle and just slapped it on there. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Okay, more VASCAR lines. If I can't salvage any audio from the last video, I talked about VASCAR lines a lot because my buddy told me that VASCAR lines the only place that you can get tickets, really, or that tickets get hold up in court is if you get your speed checked in a VASCAR line in the state of Pennsylvania. That is where that is applicable. Yeah, I don't really know where to cruise around now. All the roads in the park are shit. They're all 25 miles an hour, but there's no VASCAR lines on any of them. So, guess I'll go up here and make a right turn. And we'll go back through the park. And in the last vlog I talked about the roundabout, but I didn't actually go to it. I turned before it because I forgot that I said that I was going to go to it. I'm sorry for doing that. But I'll tell the story a second time because I think the mic's in a lot better of a location now than it was before. So, I was riding in the park and there's a roundabout. Alright, we can make this. And there's a roundabout. And they tar and chip this too. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. No, they didn't because the lines are still there. Okay. Turn signal's still on. Great. Alright. So... Woohoo. Okay. So... I was coming around this roundabout, and roundabouts are intersections where there are 4 lanes of traffic meeting. So 2 of those have stop signs, 2 of them have yield signs, and once you are literally in the roundabout itself, you have ultimate right of way as long as you are using your turn signals. That was a nice little Porsche. Alright. So, once you are inside the roundabout, you can just throw your left turn signal on and you can just zip around this thing all day and piss people off, and it's completely legal. You might eventually get a ticket just because you're being an asshole, but barring that, there's nothing wrong with doing it. So, I had my stop sign, and the way I had it was one of the 2 with the stop signs. I had my stop sign, I waited a while, I turned right, immediately put on my left turn signal, noticed someone coming from one of the lanes where you have to yield the traffic was not yielding, so I gave him a rev, a honk, and put my hand out, and he just got all pissed off, but I still kept coasting, and I coasted to the point where I was in front of his car, so he could not drive without hitting me, and then I kept going. So then I'm coming up to the straightaway, which we're going to come up to right about now. I was coming up to it, coming up to this light right here, and he got next to my car, he rolled down his window, I flipped up my visor, and we had a friendly discussion. No, that was the complete lie. He started MFing the hell out of me. You can't turn on red here. And this guy's gonna come up next to me while I'm talking. He's gonna think I'm crazy. Alright, he's gone. Okay, so we were coming up to this light from the way that I'm looking now. He got next to my bike. I rolled down I flipped up my visor. He rolled down his window. And he just started MFing me. Like, fuck you. And I was like, dude, I had the right away. He's like, fuck you, fuck you. He was just this big, jacked guy. Going to the gym, obviously. He got his tank top on. And I swear to God, I saw a shaker cup. And he just, all he could say was, fuck you. And I'm like, I really don't know what you're trying to accomplish here, dude, because I had the right of way and the yield. See this sign right here, it says, warning, that there's a yield sign coming up. And then up there, you can see, hey, here's a roundabout. This is generally how fast you should be going unless you're on a bike and you want to have a little fun. And then it's like, hey, there's a yield sign. So right now, if a car decided to keep going around it, I would have to yield. So like, I'm slowing down. That guy's not going to come this way, so we're good. Alright? So then, what he did was I came out of there, and he was coming out of here. See, right now, like if I throw on my turn signal, I could totally just cut that car off, but I wouldn't do that. See, they don't even slow down at all. Like, it's really dangerous. I almost got hit by a police officer in a police car. I mean, it shouldn't, no one cares. There's the sign that says, hey, there's a sign coming up, and then there's a sign that says, hey, you should fucking yield, but no one gives a shit about it. And I've gotten hit so many times, to the point where whenever I drive my car through it, I don't even slow down. If someone's about to come out, I just blow the horn and they get all bent out of shape. But if they hit my car, like, that's cool too. I mean, I drive a 2001 Honda CR-V, it's bright red. I could use a new paint job, you know, there's a little rust. I could use that. Yeah, he got really, really heated. And the whole thing I was saying in my last video was that it was like days before my camera came in. Like, it happened on like Monday, and my camera came in Thursday. And I was like, oh, come on. I hate the park. 25 miles an hour, super police enforced. Because apparently back in like the 60s, people used to drag race on this thing. And then people just blow by me like that. I mean, I'm the one who's like trying to... You're good. Whoop! Love those speed humps. Yeah, we have some really nice twisties back in these park roads, but man, they're all 25 mile an hour. So if you actually want to have a little fun, you just gotta say fuck it, basically. I mean, like, there's a real nice sweeping one, so I'll check my mirrors here, make sure there's no cars coming up behind me. Oh shit, that was water. I thought it was gravel. That was a super nice bend. I'm doing 35. I'd probably get pulled over. A, I'm on a bike. B, I'm on a bike. C, still on a bike. And I don't see any NASCAR lines. This is actually the spot where me and my buddies meet up in our motorcycle gang, and then we cause violence and kill people. Nah, that's where we meet up. We got a nice little crew of people. That's where we decide to meet up whenever we want to go on a what the fuck. I have no idea what those three kids were doing. That truck was like in the middle of the fucking road, that's why I slowed down. So it might not have looked as bad, and it wasn't as bad when I got to it, but going up to it, I was like, literally those three kids were standing in the middle of the street too, so I wasn't trying to zip around a truck and like clip a fucking kid. Whatever. Okay. So that's where my friends and I meet. That's our meetups place. Like, hey, we're going on a ride, let's meet at the Great Wall of South Park. That's what we call it. What happened there, officer? I'm sorry. I swear I was in first gear, that's why the bike was so loud. Okay. So that's where we meet up. We got a nice little page, you know, nice on Facebook. That's the only reason I really have a Facebook anymore, is because we go on there, we chat. That's how I all got into motorcycling. This is my one buddy Tim. He's been riding for about 3 years now, and he was like, hey, you should get a bike. And I was like, hey, but my parents won't let me. And then they were like, hey, we're not going to let you. And then I just went ahead and bought it anyway. YOLO. Yeah, but this is the stuff. It's right behind my house. It's like, I wish the speed limit was like a little less shit. But besides that, it's really nice. You can just come back here and cruise, and you can see, is that a vulture or a turkey? That's a fucking gobbler. Is it? Yeah, that's a turkey. There's so many turkey around here, I swear. There's like a gaggle of turkey. Can that only be used for geese? Is it a gaggle of geese and just a group of turkeys? I don't really know. we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna roll with it. There's a gaggle of turkey that live like right at the bottom of the street that I live on. It's kind of crazy. If you catch them at the right time, whenever they're all out and about, as you say in Pittsburgh, then there'll just be a huge gaggle of them right in the middle of the street. They're just hanging out, probably like dealing meth or something. I don't know what turkeys do. Whoop. It's the BMX track. It's apparently very popular. So I've met kids that don't know anything about South Park, but they're like, wait, South Park BMX track? What the hell are you doing? Why are you stopped in the middle of the street? Yeah, but they're like, hey, South Park BMX track. And I'm like, that's across the street from my fucking house. And they're like, what? Oh, you gotta ride there then all the time, right? And I'm like, I haven't ridden on that thing since I was like a baby. Why is that car stopped in the middle of the fucking street? That's still like bad. He just stopped there, and he like was looking straight ahead. That's what the fuck? That's like whatever. All right. Yeah. So and then turning signals on. Motherfucker. Okay. I'm heading home now to check this video. Pull both off the cards, maybe throw a battery in the charger. I'm gonna head back out because I'm just trying to get all this mic shit like where I want it to be, so I can actually start doing this for real instead of. It'll be literally what this is, but it won't sound like shit because I'll know where I need to put everything. I get paid next Friday, so maybe I'll order a Senna then. There's so many fucking cars and all this oiled and chipped shit. I said it right that time. In the other video I was calling it tar and pitch, which is like what you do to a witch. And contrary to popular belief, roads are not witches, but they are bitches sometimes, especially when they're oiled and chipped. I don't know if you can see all the gravel, but I can, and it scares me. Oh, love that exhaust. My neighbors probably don't, but I do. Alright. It would appear that we're still recording, which is great. And now I'm just going to let the feet drag. In my $12 shoes. I needed high tops for the MSF class, so I went to Payless. They were originally $35, cut down to $15, and the lady behind the cash register is like, hey, here's 20% off coupon, brought them down to $12. I was at an auto store about to drop like $35 on a pair of high tops, and I was like, let's go to Payless. Best decision right there. These are all these new houses. This is where all the snooty people live. I do not live in this nice of a neighborhood. I get yelled at by people walking with their kids when I'm driving 25 miles an hour, which is the speed limit. Someone yelled at me and told me to slow down because their kid was riding their bicycle in the middle of the street. Maybe you shouldn't have your kid riding your bicycle in the middle of the street, and maybe I saw your kid, maybe I wasn't even close to him and I purposely swerved to avoid him. But no, you just had to yell at me and tell me to slow down. And you were with your kids, so I didn't tell you to fuck off, but I should've, because you were being a dickhead. Yeah, that kind of stuff happens a lot, and it's dumb, because it's not like I'm trying to be reckless or anything. Especially in my, Honda CR-V, that thing, it gets up and goes. You have the air conditioning on, and you can't even get up a fucking hill, so clearly I was speeding. Maybe the mail came in. I'm expecting a clock so I can know what fucking time it is when I'm riding. I'm not even gonna fucking rev. I'm just gonna coast to my house. So it's flipping into... Ah, fuck, now we're in second. Now we're in first. Now we're in neutral. Alright. Actually, I need to be in first to get into my fucking driveway. Kill the power. Try not to park too much on my fucking hell of a driveway. Turn thing off. That. Good.